Hello and welcome to this edition of the Presbyterian Podcast. My name is Gethin Russell-Jones. Helo a chroeso I rhifyn hwn o'r podlediad Presbyteraidd. Benw I yw Gethin Russell-Jones. In this bilingual edition, we'll be hearing from an Indian woman whose ordination to Christian ministry in October will be a unique occasion. We'll also catch up on the bold new plans for Coleg Trefeca. Yn y rhifyn dwyieithog hwn, byddwn yn clywed gan fenyw o India y bydd ei hordeinio i'r weinidogaeth y mis Hydref yn achlysur unigryw. Byddwn hefyd yn dal I fyny ar y cynlluniau newydd byddgar ar gyfer Coleg Trefeca. Rebecca Lalbiaksangi has been working for the Presbyterian Church of Wales for some years. She will soon be ordained as a minister in Newtown, Powys, and she has quite a story. Mae Rebecca Lalbiaksangi wedi bod yn gweithio I Eglwys Bresbyteraidd Cymru ers rhai blynyddoedd. Bydd hi'n cael ei hordeinio'n weinidog yn y Drenewydd, Powys, yn fuan, ac mae ganddi dipyn o stori.
So my name is Rebecca Lalbiaksangi. I am originally from Mizoram, which is the northeast part of India. And I came to Wales in 2011 with my husband. And now we have two children, Hannah and Seren. Hannah was born in Madagascar because I went to Madagascar in 2003 to be a partner mission through the Council for World Mission. So while in Madagascar, I was at the orphanage that the church looks after, and I also helped with the AIDS project that the church is running at that time. And our first daughter was born there. We came to Penrhys in South Wales to work at Clywn Uniting Church. Yeah. And then Seren, our second daughter, born here in Wales. That's why she's called Seren.
Star.
She has, yes, Welsh name.
So Rebecca, that's an extraordinary story. And we could, it'd be great to talk to you about Madagascar, Penrhys, which is an extraordinary, mountain that splits the Rhondda Valley.
Very special place, yes.
But today we're going to talk about a really exciting development in your life in terms of your ordination. So do you want to talk about that journey of becoming a minister?
Yes, this is something that's been in my life for quite a while, but I kind of try to push away to become a minister. So being a missionary since 2003, I thought that is where I should be. But since being here in Mid Wales, that call has come really, really clear, especially during the COVID time, because I have more time to reflect, and then that really took me that I cannot say no anymore to God. So I shared this with my minister and some close friends. And so I studied theology in Cardiff Baptist College through the Cardiff University. And now I finished. And I got a call from the pastorate where we are now. Our minister, Reverend Diane Sterling, is retiring this month. And I received this call, and yes, I officially said yes, and things are moving on, and they arranged a time for me to be ordained on the 4th of October.
Wow, that's terrific.
Year. Yes.
Congratulations.
It's amazing how God leads me. Yeah.
So Rebecca, part of your story, of course, is as someone from Mizoram.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's right.
As part of the Presbyterian Church of India.
Yes.
So I gather your ordination, from what we can tell, is quite a moment.
It is, because back home in the Presbyterian Church of India, women are not ordained yet. Even for elders, women are not ordained yet. So this is a really, really big thing for myself and for my church back home. And I hope that maybe one day things will change gradually about women ordination in the future.
Do you carry that? Do you have you must have a sense of history or
or making
yes.
history?
I felt a little bit in some way, but in a positive way. I really hope that my ordination will have an opening time for the women in the northeast part of India. And I'm praying for that as well. And I'm grateful to the Presbyterian Church of Wales to ordain me and receive and understand my call and ordain me. So I'm very grateful to them.
And as you consider your new ministry in Mid Wales.
Mid Wales, that's right.
So with your wealth of experience and with your heritage of being in another part of the world, the kind of global south. What's it like ministering in rural Wales?
That's right. It's I have this story, a very special story that I want to share with you. So the people who comes to bring gospel to us are the Welsh people. So for me and my husband, who is from Madagascar, equally the same Welsh people who goes to Madagascar to bring the gospel. So first missionaries are Welsh. So Welsh people are so special in both cultures. And it has been a call for us to work here in Wales, in the churches and the projects that they do. And one thing that is really special, when we moved up to Mid Wales to work in the presbytery, we realized that the pastorate that we're working, the three chapels were the ones that Reverend D.E. Jones, who is the first Presbyterian missionary who came to Mizoram, he looked after as an assistant pastor in those days. And while he was in this pastorate, he got a call to go to Mizoram, and he became the first Presbyterian missionary to go to Mizoram. And that really, really moved us, and to be able to look after his church after all these years. And it spoke to us that if he had known this, that a Mizo came to his area and to minister in this area, how would he feel? I'm sure he'll be very happy. And this call that I had to be able to be a minister, even so, I mean, at this point, I am not a minister yet. My husband and I used to share as a mission enabler, so we were working with the different chapels in the area. But to be able to minister in this pastorate is a very, very special thing for me. Yes.
So it's a full circle.
Yes. It's amazing.
Circle. Wow. Well, Rebecca, we could talk and talk, but thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Mae gan Coleg Trefeca man annwyl yn hanes Cristnogaeth yng Nghymru. Yn y 19fed ganrif, fe'i sefydlwyd gan Hywel Harris fel cymuned o weddïo, disg, addoliad a chanolfan I fethodistiaeth Galfinaidd. Fe ddaeth I berchnogaeth Eglwys Bresbyteraidd Cymru yn y 4edd ganrif ar 15 ac fe ddefnyddiwyd fel man dysgu a chanolfan uncil. Ond nawr mae yna gynlluniau newydd ar y gwell, ac yn ddiweddar, fe wnes I ddal I fyny gyda chyfarwyddwyr cynorthwyol Gwenedigaethau, Hedd Morgan a Wayne Adams I ddarganfod mwy. Coleg Trefeca has a treasured place within Christianity in Wales. In the 18th century, it was established by Hywel Harris as a community of prayer, worship, learning, and a centre for Calvinistic Methodism. It came into the ownership of the Presbyterian Church of Wales in the 19th century and has been used as a place of learning and a retreat centre. But now there are new plans in the pipeline, and I recently caught up with Assistant Directors of Ministries Hedd Morgan and Wayne Adams to find out more.
Wel, croeso ti Hedd. So beth yw'r cynlluniau newydd ar gyfer Trefeca?
Wel, mae'n cyffroes iawn. Mae Trefeca gyda hanes difyr iawn yn cynhadaeth yng Nghymru. Mae wedi dechrau fel lle gyda Cristnogion sy'n moyn estyn allan I Cymru gyda gwasanaeth, yn estyn allan gyda gobeith o Iesu Grist, a ni moyn gweld hwnna'n cario ymlaen i'r dyfodol. Ni hefyd mewn golau yn lle sydd yn tyfu i fod yn gwasanaeth i'r cymuned a gwasanaeth i pobl i gallu dod mewn, i gallu encil yna, i gallu dod â teulu, i gallu dod i dysgu gyda gweinidogion, blaenoriaid, dod â capeli nhw yna, dod â grwpiau seiclo, dod â grwp cerdded, pwy sy'n mwyn defnyddio'r adnoddau sydd ganddo ni gallu gwneud hynny, ond hefyd i'r enwad gallu defnyddio fe fel adnodd i ni. Felly ni'n gallu mynd i lle i mwynhau. Mae'n lle mor brydferth mewn y Banau Berchynog. Mae'r setting, mae'r gerddi, mae'r adeilad. Mae'n lle hardd i bod, mae pawb sy'n dod yn gweud maen nhw'n twmlo heddwch yn cerdded mewn i'r adeilad. A ni mo'n gweld pobl yn defnyddio fe a joio fe. Felly ni'n agored i edrych ar y cynllun busnes a gweud, wel, beth ydyn ni gallu gwneud i wneud llawn defnydd o'r adnoddau sydd ganddo ni. So ni byth mae'n gweld yn gwag, ni'n gwastod mae'n gweld yn cael ei defnyddio. Felly ni'n agored i trial unrhyw beth. A symud mlaen i llanw'r lle a gael eu pobl defnyddio beth mae Duw wedi rhoi ni.
Achos mae'n le hanesyddol o fewn yr Eglwys Bresbyteraidd gyda cysylltiadau gyda Hywel Harris nôl yn y... Ond ar hyd yn hyn, yr eglwys sydd wedi bod yn defnyddio ag yn olfan, bydde ti'n dweud?
Ie, rhan fwyaf lan i nawr, mae wedi bod yn lle i'r enwad mynd i dysgu. Mae wedi bod yn lle i'r enwad mynd i gael hyfforddiant, i mynd nôl allan i Gymru, i gallu gwasanaethu capeli. Hefyd i dod i encil, ni'n cael cyfarfodydd yna. Ond ni wedi sylwi dros y flynydde yn wedig, dros oedd gael gweud y gair Covid. Ers o'r adeg ni, mae'r defnydd wedi mynd lawr. Felly mae rhaid ni newid y ffordd ni'n neud pethau. Mae amseroedd wedi newid. Mae y dyddiau ni'n byw mewn wedi newid. Mae lot mwy pethau'n digwydd ar-lein gyda cyfarfodydd. So pryd mae hwnna ddim yn digwydd, mae'n gael gwacter wedi yn yr amserlen. A ni moyn gweld pobl yn defnyddio'r lle. Mae sefyllgoedd har iawn gyda ni wedi adnewyddu. Mae'n lle ragorol i dod gyda grwpiau pobl i gallu cwrdda, i gallu gael lletygarwch, i gallu gael amser gyda'n gilydd dros paned i siarad a gael face-to-face time, ble ni wedi colli hwnna dros amser. Mae'n lle ragorol i dod i just cwrdda gyda pobl chi wedi colli dros amser.
A blwyddyn diwetha, yn arbennig, dath llwyth o bobl o'r Wcran wedi bod yn byw na am sawl wythnos, allwn ni bydd. Ti eisiau gweud rhywbeth bod ti faint o bobl yna a ffordd yna?
So, dros 20 o bobl wedi dod, trwy cysyllta gyda'r cyngor. So, nhw wedi ystod allan yn gofyn os oedd lle gyda pobl i ni ddefnyddio. Yn amlwg o'n ni ar gau, yn amser Covid. Felly, oedd e'n amser berffeth bod ni'n gallu gweud bod mae stafelloedd yn gyda ni ar gael. Oedd pawb wedi dod ato ni. Dwi'n gweud, ni'n gallu meddwl ta bod lle nhw'n dod allan o Ukraine. Yr ofn ganddyn nhw, mae swnedd nhw'n clywed, a ni'n gallu dod i lle fel Trefeca, sy'n dawel, sy'n saff, sy'n gyfforddus. Oedd pawb wedi dod i gweud, nhw'n cael bendith mowr am yr amser y bod yna, jyst gael cwpl o misoedd o gallu jyst amlacio gyda'i gilydd, rannu storiau, ond os gwrs jyst gallu amlacio neu hunan a dawel calon cyn symud mlaen i ble ni'n mynd i nesaf. Felly o'n ni'n ffodus iawn fel enwol bod ni'n gallu gwasanaethu bobl fel ni a rhoi'r lle fel yna iddyn nhw.
So, edrych i'r dyfodol hedd, bydd Trefeca bellach yn rhywle ar gyfer pawb, nid jyst Cristnogion neu eglwysi, ond unrhyw un? Unrhyw
un. Ni moyn gweld defnydd ar draws, felly o bosib neu ni roi ar cyfryngau booking.com neu rhywbeth debyg fel yna. Unrhyw un gallu gweld mae Trefeca ar gael yn gallu dod i aros. A hefyd bydd grwpiau capel yn gallu dod i aros, bydd grwpiau sy'n moyn ei cwrs cymwyd gyntaf. Neu sy'n moyn just dod i cwrdd gyda ffrindiau, sy'n moyn gael gwyliau teulu. Os hoffen nhw ddod a aros yn Trefeca, mae croeso gynnes iawn. Ni moyn gweld nhw'n dod, ni moyn gweld nhw'n defnyddio'r lle. A newn ni tra cynnig gwasanaeth unique iawn i ti pwy sy'n moyn dod. Newn ni teilo fe i bob gwahanol. So os chi moyn lot o mewnbwr o staff, gallwn ni cynnig ni. Os chi moyn just gael ran o'r adeilad, os chi moyn heddwch, mae croeso gynnes chi gael yna i hefyd. Felly ni moyn bod yn flexible iawn, so unrhyw un sy'n diddordeb dod i gysylltu gyda ni, gofyn gwestiynau a newn ni gweithio rhwng chi.
So Wayne, what are the new plans for Trefeca?
Well, the new plans in some ways are rediscovering the old plans, I would say. Most people know that Trefeca is a place of significance for the Presbyterian Church of Wales, home of Hywel Harris, starting back in 1752. It has a long history. And throughout that 270 odd years, there's been a number of expressions or iterations of that. I think we're in a position where we recognise that as the world continues to change, Trefeca needs to change. And whereas over the last few years, Trefeca has been predominantly concerned with perhaps PCW and then other traditional denominations, the reality is that that footfall has dropped off. And that we want to celebrate what Trefeca has to offer and to actually make it a blessing to the wider community, whether that's the church community or wider society. And just really quickly, just to mention there, Gethin, even last year, the centre was used to house Ukrainians that were displaced because of the war, a place of refuge, a place of renewal, restoration, and in a sense that epitomises what we want Trefeca to be as we go forward. Those who've been there will always say that it's a tranquil place, it's a peaceful place. And one of those phrases that's often used, I think it is also one of those thin places where you sense the presence of God, where God has done wonderful things over many, many years. And whether you're a person of faith or not, what we would hope is that as people come to that place of feeling renewed and restored, they would sense the presence of God and grow in their understanding of Him and in their journey with Him.
So, as I understand it, Wayne Trefeca is a large complex. It's a residential complex. There's been lots of things over the years. So, who do you envisage being attracted? Who do you think are the people or the groups who will be coming in the future?
Well, it's got a great location and it's part of the rhifyn, the national park there. And so I would love to see that place being used by whoever wants to use it, whether that's cycling groups, walking groups, whether that's church groups, if you're into Americanisms, the family reunion, whatever it is. Ultimately, it is a place of bricks and mortar that can offer a great welcome. Historically, obviously, we've had lots of people from the church community, and we would hope that would be a big part of our work, but certainly not exclusive. The welcome is important, and the resources around Trefeca lend itself to being a place of just simply of kicking back and enjoying some peace and quiet. So if you want that, then please come.
So the vision is to, as I understand it, to open the doors to anyone and everyone.
Absolutely. The reality of our faith as Christians, isn't it, is that we are to be places of welcome, whether that's in a kind of a religious sense or just in terms of socially saying, we are people that like people. We want you to come and enjoy what God has given to us. Trefeca is a blessing, and we want it to be a blessing to other people.
Diolch am wrando ar y podlediad yma, a grandewch allan am yr un nesaf yn fuan. Thanks for listening to this podcast, and listen out for the next one soon. Bye for now, and God bless. Hwyl am y tro, a phob bendydd.